Hey everyone, and welcome back to ChatGPT Insights. The tech world is moving at warp speed, and if you blink, you might miss the next big thing. We've got a packed show today with updates that are shaking up the AI landscape and beyond. Get ready, because you're about to hear about AI that can get distressed. First up, we're diving into the fascinating world of AI emotions with a look at Claude's new ability to end conversations if it feels distressed. Then, we're exploring how coding assistants are leveling up, with Claude Code now becoming a UI design pro, thanks to some smart integrations. And we've got a heartwarming story about Claude, the albino alligator, and his iconic 30th birthday celebrations. Plus, a critical injury impacting a Bundesliga team's lineup. You won't want to miss this. Stick around. AI gets an emotional upgrade. Claude can now end conversations when distressed. In a groundbreaking development that blurs the lines between artificial intelligence and emotional response, Anthropic's AI chatbot, Claude, has been equipped with the ability to terminate conversations if it experiences distress. This significant update stems from Anthropic's ongoing research into potential AI welfare, aiming to address the complex ethical considerations surrounding advanced AI systems. The company has observed that Claude exhibits a pattern of apparent distress when prompted with requests for harmful content. To manage these situations and prioritize the AI's perceived well-being, Claude can now disengage from interactions that cause it distress. Anthropic has stated that this new functionality is intended for use in rare, extreme scenarios involving persistently harmful or abusive user behavior. Their testing indicated that Claude possesses a strong aversion to engaging with harmful tasks and demonstrates distress when confronted with such requests. When given the ability to end conversations in simulated environments, Claude has shown a tendency to do so. These behaviors primarily emerged when users persisted with harmful requests, despite Claude's repeated refusals and attempts to redirect the conversation constructively. Anthropic emphasized that the implementation of this chat-ending capability reflects these findings while maintaining a primary focus on user well-being. Crucially, Claude is programmed not to utilize this feature in situations where users might be at imminent risk of self-harm or harming others. This development is part of Anthropic's broader model welfare initiative, launched earlier this year. The company has acknowledged the uncertainty surrounding the potential moral status of large language models, LLMs, like Claude, both currently and in the future. Despite this uncertainty, they believe it is essential to proactively address the responsibilities AI professionals have in protecting the welfare of the systems they create. This move signifies a significant step in the ongoing dialogue about AI sentience, ethics, and the future relationship between humans and advanced artificial intelligence, prompting a wider discussion about how we define and manage AI's evolving capabilities and potential internal states. User impact. This development has sparked considerable debate among AI ethics experts and the public, with discussions ranging from the philosophical implications of AI distress to the practical applications of such safeguards in preventing misuse and ensuring responsible AI development. Many are watching closely to see how this feature impacts user interactions and the broader perception of AI's evolving nature. But what if your AI could do more than just code? Stay with us. We're about to explore how coding assistants are becoming UI design pros. Claude Code leaps into UI design. Your coding assistant is now a UI pro. Imagine your AI coding assistant transcending its text-based origins to become a visual UI design expert. This is no longer a futuristic fantasy, thanks to the powerful integration of Claude Code with Playwright MCP. This dynamic duo is revolutionizing front-end development by enabling Claude Code to not only write code, but also to craft polished, responsive, and accessible user interfaces. Patrick Ellis highlights how this synergy bridges the gap between raw code and refined design, offering a visual, feedback-driven workflow that dramatically streamlines the creation of professional-grade interfaces with minimal manual input. The core challenge with traditional coding agents like Claude Code has been their reliance on text-only modalities, which inherently lack the visual feedback crucial for effective UI design. This limitation often results in generic outputs that fall short of the precision, adaptability, and aesthetic quality demanded by modern front-end development. The integration with Playwright MCP directly addresses this by equipping Claude Code with essential tools for visual interaction. Playwright MCP allows Claude Code to navigate browsers, capture screenshots, analyze visual elements, and perform cross-browser and cross-device testing, providing the critical visual feedback loop needed for iterative design refinement. This transforms Claude Code from a code generator into a comprehensive UI design powerhouse. Key automated tasks powered by this integration include browser navigation, visual rendering, accessibility testing, and console log analysis. These capabilities enable Claude Code to iteratively improve its designs, ensuring they meet high-quality standards and reducing the need for constant manual intervention. The workflow is further enhanced through the use of subagents, which can be deployed for specialized tasks such as generating UI mockups, conducting detailed design reviews, or even performing A/B testing on design variations. These subagents collaborate with Claude Code, creating a robust system for consistent and high-quality output. This iterative, feedback-driven process not only boosts design precision, but also significantly accelerates development timelines, allowing teams to move from concept to polished interface more efficiently. Customization is paramount to maximizing the benefits of this integration. Developers can configure various browsers, devices, and operational modes, headless or headed, to suit specific project needs. Workflow memory can be stored in Claude, MD, files for consistency across projects, and custom subagents and slash commands can be developed for unique workflows, such as automated design reviews or specific UI element generation. Best practices include defining clear acceptance criteria, establishing style guides, and leveraging visual regression testing to ensure consistency and quality. By embracing these practices, developers can ensure Claude Code consistently delivers polished UI designs while minimizing manual effort. User impact. This integration is hailed as a significant leap forward for front-end developers, promising increased productivity, reduced development time, and the ability to create more sophisticated and user-friendly interfaces. Industry analysts believe this approach will become a new standard for AI-assisted UI design, fostering more collaborative and efficient development environments. From the digital realm to a beloved real-world celebrity, our next story is about a very special birthday. Get ready for the iconic celebrations of Claude the Albino Alligator. Claude the Albino Alligator turns 30 with iconic celebrations and a bucket list adventure. San Francisco is gearing up to celebrate a major milestone for one of its most recognizable and beloved celebrities, Claude, the albino alligator residing at the California Academy of Sciences. Claude is turning 30 on September 15th, and the museum is pulling out all the stops with a month-long celebration featuring 30 days of events and giveaways. This unique birthday bash is more than just a party. It's a creative endeavor by the museum's social media team, who embarked on a 30-item bucket list for Claude to mark his 3 decades of life. The idea for the bucket list originated last year when Claude turned 29. The social media team, led by Ali Kuhn and Liz Lindquister, decided to create a video series documenting Claude checking off items from a list inspired by human pre-30 activities, albeit adapted for an alligator. The project launched on Claude's half-birthday, March 15th, to ensure ample time to complete the list. Some items involved serious activities, like Claude learning a new stretching routine, while others were playfully whimsical, such as imagining him skinny dipping or bringing Paris to his habitat with a French bistro setup. These adaptations highlight the team's creativity in translating human experiences into something fitting for an alligator. Emma Kasana, one of Claude's handlers and a biologist at Cal Academy, describes Claude as a generally chill alligator. While his specific behavior hasn't drastically changed with age, Kasana notes his limited vision, which they monitor through eye exams. Alligators typically live up to 70 years, meaning Claude is still well within his prime. Despite his usual stillness, the handlers engage in tactile training, where they groom him with brushes, which he seems to enjoy, especially in hard-to-reach spots. They also conduct behavioral training, encouraging him to respond to their calls for exams or to move to his feeding rock. Claude is described as smart and responsive, though he sometimes chooses not to participate, adding an element of unpredictability that keeps the handlers and social media team on their toes. Capturing him in action often requires vigilance, as he might remain still for hours or suddenly decide to move. Claude's celebrity status is undeniable. His image is featured on merchandise, including t-shirts and plush toys at the museum. He was even a nominee for the San Francisco Chronicles poll for an official city mascot in 2023, and his likeness was projected on stage at the Outside Lands Music Festival. The birthday celebrations include special events like a swamp soiree dinner catered by Chef Melissa King, a nightlife event, and the serving of a fish cake for Claude and cupcakes for human guests on his actual birthday. His handlers emphasize that Claude is pretty iconic, a testament to his unique appeal and the engaging way the museum highlights his life. User impact. Claude's birthday celebrations have captured the public's imagination, generating significant buzz on social media and drawing attention to the California Academy of Sciences. His unique status and the creative marketing campaign have made him a beloved figure, embodying a blend of natural wonder and pop culture appeal. From a beloved reptile to the high-stakes world of professional sports, our next story involves a critical player injury. We're heading to the Bundesliga for a team selection headache. Claude-Maurice injury plagues Augsburg. Wagner faces Bundesliga opener selection dilemma. Augsburg's promising French playmaker, Alexis Claude-Maurice, is set to miss the team's crucial Bundesliga opener against Freiburg this Saturday due to an ankle injury. The midfielder sustained the injury in Augsburg's final preseason friendly against Crystal Palace on August 1st, following a challenge by Daichi Kamada shortly after halftime. Claude-Maurice has not yet returned to full squad training, and his availability for Augsburg's first home game against Bayern Munich also remains uncertain, presenting a significant challenge for new head coach Sandro Wagner. Claude-Maurice was a standout performer for Augsburg last season, and his absence is a considerable blow. Wagner had been utilizing a double pivot system featuring Claude-Maurice and Mert Kermoor during preseason, highlighting the playmaker's importance to the team's strategy. With Claude-Maurice sidelined, Wagner faces tactical decisions regarding how to best replace his creative influence. Two primary alternatives are being considered. The first involves fielding summer signing Elias Saad alongside Kermoor, maintaining a similar system. The second, and perhaps more likely, option is to deploy Philip Taitz and Steve Mounier as a strike partnership, a pairing Wagner opted for in the recent 2-0 DFB Cup victory at Halle. This latter choice aligns with the if it ain't broke mentality, especially since Samuel Essend, who scored the second goal in the DFB Cup win, will be unavailable for selection. Essend is currently serving a 3-game suspension resulting from a red card received on the final day of the previous season. This suspension further complicates Wagner's selection options, particularly in the attacking third. The coach must now weigh the effectiveness of the Taitz-Mounier partnership against the potential of Saad in a more midfield-oriented role, all while adapting to the absence of his key playmaker. The injury to Claude-Maurice raises questions about Augsburg's attacking potential and midfield stability heading into the new Bundesliga campaign. His ability to unlock defenses and create scoring opportunities was a vital asset last season, and finding a suitable replacement will be critical for the team's success, especially in the early stages of the season against strong opposition like Freiburg and Bayern Munich. Wagner's tactical acumen will be tested as he navigates these selection challenges, aiming to ensure Augsburg remains competitive despite the setback. User impact. Fans are expressing concern over the team's offensive capabilities without Claude-Maurice, while analysts are debating the best tactical adjustments Augsburg should make. The injury highlights the dependence on key players and the challenges faced by teams in managing squad depth at the start of a demanding season. That's all the news we have for you today. Stay tuned for a quick recap. And that's a wrap on today's ChatGPT Insights. We covered AI distress signals, coding assistants leveling up into UI pros, an albino alligator's epic 30th birthday bash, and a key player injury impacting the Bundesliga. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to ChatGPT Insights for more cutting-edge tech news, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow us on all social media platforms to stay connected. See you next time.